What's up, guys? I don't come with another update concerning South Africa. My brother, my sister, no be smart, you know. This one is about Operation Dudula planning to hold a peaceful protest during the G20 summit, and they are demanding that the government must put the interest of South Africa citizens first before any other thing. My brother, my sister, no be smart, you know. I will just let you guys watch the video. You can also leave your opinion on the comment section and tell me what you really think about this protest that Operation Dudula leader planning to protest during the G20 summit in South Africa.
Just days before the world's most powerful leaders arrive for the G20 summit later this week, a major security crisis could potentially be unfolding. This as the National Transport Union announced a 48-hour-long strike threatening to disrupt airport operations and paralyze key logistical routes for arriving delegations. However, and importantly, Operation Dudula has also issued a direct threat to shut down the summit entirely. Their plan is a calculated move to force their agenda of anti-immigration onto the global stage, risking chaos and diplomatic embarrassment. They have not only confirmed their march for Sunday, November 19th, but have explicitly called for a total shutdown of the International Convention Center, which is the Nasrec Center, rather. Their plan is to blockade all access points, effectively trapping delegates and forcing their agenda to be a part of the conversation on the global stage. Here to share more light and clarity, we're joined by the leader of the Dudula movement, Zandile Dabula. Zandile, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Perhaps take us into the heart of your plan. What is it that Operation Dudula is planning?
Good afternoon, Oliver, and to the viewers at home. Firstly, can I just address two things? I was listening to the previous interview and you're calling us vigilantes. Would you please rectify that? We are not vigilantes. We are a fully fledged political party and a registered civic organization. And second thing is that we never said we are going to totally shut down and block every entrance. We're going there, we're going to have a normal protest like we normally do. And it's within the confines of the law. That's the same reason why we went to go put in our application. And, our main reason here is just to make sure that, there is law and order in this country. I mean, we do understand that, international recognition means little to South Africans when we continue to struggle, finding work, access to, quality services, and we're not feeling safe in our own communities now. We're going there to picket, to actually demonstrate that when our own president is hosting and they're having feasts there, his own citizens are suffering, they're battling, they're going home, they're going to bed, are hungry on a daily basis, which cannot be correct. I mean, if you want to be a true leader and you want to lead people, then it should begin at home. We just want to restore the dignity and security, and give South Africans opportunity in their own country. We, yes, are against illegality, and, we will not turn back away from that.
So your plan is not for the G20 processes to be disrupted. Am I understanding that correct?
Definitely. We don't want to disrupt. That's the same reason why I'm saying that we do understand the importance of, international recognition, but we have problems. That's the demonstration that we want to show that when we have visitors and we are hosting visitors, it's pointless because we're still battling. Our own president is not hosting us as a country. We are suffering under his leadership.
What do you mean he's not hosting us as a country? Maybe I heard you wrong.
So he's not, maybe I used the wrong term. He is not taking care of us. I mean, we are under his leadership. He's supposed to be prioritizing us as his citizens, but he's doing the opposite. That's the same reason why today we have more than 150 people from Palestine who was granted access to the country when they came here illegally, when everyone else is worried about that, but he's not.
Okay. So are you then saying that the president, or in this instance, the Department of Home Affairs, as well as the Department of International Relations, should not have granted asylum seeker or refugee status to Palestinian refugees?
So remember that we are governed by the Constitution in this country and we have immigration laws. But anyone that needs to seek asylum in this country, they first need to go to the nearest country. So South Africa is not the nearest country in Palestine. They should have tried other countries near Palestine, but they failed.
Not necessarily. The United Nations refugee programs makes provision for people to seek asylum-seeking status or refugee status anywhere that they're able to access to. And if you get on a plane that flies to another country, even if that country is not the next-door neighbor country, the United Nations refugee program still compels us to grant them refugee status.
I mean, there's a problem that everyone is going to flee to South Africa because they know that it's lawless. Now, I'm not disputing that people are refugees. And, you know, from what I know, yes, Palestinians are genuine refugees and they should be assisted. But what I'm saying is, why does it always have to be South Africa? I mean, all
well,
other
it's
countries
not always South Africa, Zandile. It's not always South Africa.
Can I continue making my statement,
just a correction so that you can make the point correctly so and accurately so. It's not just South Africa. In fact, South Africa is not the only country that has an influx of refugees in the world. Not even just on the continent, by the way.
Oliver, I'm talking about South Africa, the country where I'm at, where immigration is affecting us as normal citizens. I'm not talking about other countries. If other countries are okay with having refugees, whether they're legitimate or not, what we as South Africans, we are not okay with that. We have too much problems as it is now. Immigration crisis is one at the top, and nobody's doing anything about it. We don't want more problems. I mean, this is another risk where we're going to have, Arab countries that are all here in this country, and they will be fighting among themselves in this country. We're trying to avoid that. That's the same reason that I'm saying that we do not mind hosting refugees, genuine refugees as it is, but also we must take into consideration the safety of our own citizens.
Yeah, I mean, the Islamophobia of that point aside, how do you determine if someone is a genuine refugee versus not a genuine refugee, assuming they all followed the letter of the process and the law?
I mean, we know that there's war in Palestine. We are all aware of that.
Okay.
And we find people coming from other countries. I'm going to make an example like Zimbabwe. There's no war in Zimbabwe. But we do have Zimbabweans claiming to be asylum seekers in this country.
Okay.
Now, those are two different things.
Now, war is not the only determinant of someone being able to seek asylum seeker status. Or, for instance, if someone is...
There's no hunger in Zimbabwe. That's why I'm saying that you need to look into the element. When a person says that they are seeking asylum, what are they running from in the country?
So let me define that for you. Asylum seeker status are for people who typically are being persecuted for one or other reasons, either by their state and or perhaps for ethnic reasons. For instance, what's happening in Sudan would warrant many Sudanese people who are being attacked for their ethnic status to be asylum seekers. A refugee status seeker is the sort of thing that you're describing right now. Someone fleeing their country due to a war, unfortunate economic circumstances, famine, and or unrelated incidents like that. Asylum seeker and refugee status, not quite the same thing, quite different. How then do you determine if someone's not genuine?
Oliver, we've got laws in the country, and all of the definitions that you're giving to me are in the immigration laws.
Yeah.
And we all have to follow and abide by those laws. It cannot be correct that we'll have NGOs that will ban the rules and laws of the country because of certain circumstances. We're not going to be running a country by emotions. That's the same reason why we have laws and constitution that's guiding us as a country. But what we've seen with these 150 individuals, it's a total different story. And when we are sending others, like they normally say that we are Afrophobic and all that, sending them back to their countries, we have to do the same with the Palestinians, and not just Palestinians, but any other people that are claiming asylum or being refugees in this country, Chinese, your Asians and all that. We are going to deal with that. We're going to be writing to the Minister of Minister Lamula. We will be writing a letter to him, and we will also be writing a letter to Dr. Givers because we don't appreciate him instructing our government, and the very same government is succumbing to his request.
Yeah. So you're okay with people coming to South Africa as refugees and asylum seekers so long as they follow the letter of the law?
Correct.
Yeah.
Remember, we are not against foreigners. We are against illegality.
So why then do you take it up to yourself to determine if they followed the law rather than inquiring from the approving authorities such as Home Affairs if a certain person or a certain group of people have been granted refugee status or asylum seeker status through the right procedures instead of persecuting people before determining that?
Oliver, you would know that since the inception of Operation Dudula, we've been on government's neck. We've tried to engage them. We've been to masses. We've written to them, and they would not listen to us. Yet the problems are increasing on a daily basis. We have people that are being killed by foreigners. We have people that are being raped. Our kids are dying from poisonous food. Our medication is stolen from our public facilities. Nobody's saying anything about that. Now, in the absence of leadership in a country, citizens will take it upon themselves to make sure that they secure and they protect the interests of the country and its people.
Zandile, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. That is Zandile Dabula of Operation Dudula.
My name is Peter Dimba, the chairperson of Operation Dudula. Khona nje into engifuna ukuyedala enkulumeni yethu, particularly le efaka upresident wethu under the pass about frontline states and so on and so on. Apparently, Operation Dudula was formed by concerned citizen and military veterans. I just want to emphasize this so that bangathusela upresident wethu nge-issue yama frontline state. We've been there. We respected their laws. We went to exile. We were very young by then when we go to exile. And then into siyenzile exile ukuthi sihloniphe imithetho yakhona, ukuthi senze sure ukuthi la sikhona sihlonipha imithetho yakhona. We want to tell South Africans today ukuthi bayazi leyo ukuthi we never went there going to loot that side or disrespect imithetho yakhona. We went there, we respected imithetho yakhona. So abantu masenza into efanele ekhantrini yethu bangasilebuli, bangasithathi kabi. It's what we fought for. That is why sisazoyilwela leyo nto. Why? Because we sacrificed for it. That is why we need not to be misinterpreted as the operation to do. Today we are sending a strong message ukuthi abantu base South Africa bazi ukuthi lezwe khona abantu esibashile le balwela le country. So we can never sit down and say everything is fine whereas sibona izinto zimoshakala. I thank you.
Chair, ngicela ukuthi ku clarify the issue. There's an issue ukuthi thina la South Africa which is not Operation Dudula. Ukuthi sibiza abantu ngamakorekwere. Can you please tell them ukuthi ngale they wanbiza in when it's exile?
Thank you. Or when we were in Tanzania, they used to remind us ukuthi apa Tanzania alafu nafanya matatizo unawipata fresh. This simply means this is our country. If you come with indiscipline, we're gonna show you something. So I thank you to remind me that, Commander Tab.
Welcome back, guys. You have watched the video. You have heard what the Operation Dudula leader said. He said that this protest is a peaceful protest. It's not a protest of violence, but a protest, for, to let the government know that they must put the South Africa citizen, first. That is their first priority that they need to do. My brother, my sister, what do you think about this? Do you think that is a good move? You can leave your opinion on the comment section and tell me what you think. If today is your first time tuning to my channel, you're welcome. Please always do it to like, share, comment, and also subscribe so that whenever I upload any video, you'll be the first person to verify. For my old-time subscriber, I see and every one of you. For my return subscriber, I pray may God bless you all. You guys are so wonderful. You guys are so amazing. I love you guys so much. On this channel, I brought you the latest